Hey, Jameer. Hey, I got your message about question 29 from the June Regents. So I'm going to do a video of it. And kind of going forward, if you have any other questions about problems, check my website and or just send me the questions that you have problems with. And if I've already done videos, I'll forward you the link to them. But if I don't have a video for it, I will create one. I will try to create one pretty quickly, but sometimes it might take a little bit of time. But anyway, so I'm going to do number 29, and I'm going to do it algebraically. I'm going to do it the way that the test makers want you to do it. And then I'm going to show you how to check your work by using your calculator. All right, so very first thing, it says we have two, I guess, expressions or functions. A equals x plus 5. That's the first one. And then we have b equals x squared minus 18. The way I like to think about this, Jameer, is that you can say this is a of x. And you can say that this one is b of x, right? Now, so what they want us to do is they want us to multiply the a of x function. They want us to square that function, and they want us to add the b of x function to it, and they want us to put in the standard form. So first of all, I'm not sure if you know what standard form is, so I'm going to review it real quick. So I'm going to start by making a problem. So this will be 6x to the third minus 4x to the fifth plus 9x to the first plus 2x to the seventh minus 30. All right, so now all the standard form means is that it means that you have to put the terms in this polynomial in order based on the highest exponent. Let me say that again. Standard form just means that you're going to start with the highest exponent and the coefficients that go with that exponent, and that's going to go first, and then you go to the second highest exponent, and then the third, and so forth until you got them in descending order. So here's what we're going to do. So let's look at this. All right, so the highest exponent in this polynomial is 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this term, and notice I'm taking the plus 2, or the plus as well, and I'm going to put that out front. Now I'm going to go get the next highest exponent, which is the 5. And so then I'm going to take this term and I'm going to move it second. And then I'm going to go get the third highest exponent, and it's going to be this term, and I'm going to put it here. Now notice, since the 6 didn't have a sign in front of it, that means it's going to be a plus. Now let's go get the next highest exponent, which is the 1. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in order. And then the last thing I'm going to do is go get this minus 30, put it down here. Now it's in order. 7 is the highest, 5 is the next, 3 is the next, 1, and then the constant always goes last, always. And by the way, the leading coefficient is the coefficient in front of the highest exponent. So the leading coefficient for this polynomial is 2. Those are just some things you need to know when they talk about standard form. Got it? All right, so now I'm going to erase this because I just made that up to show you what standard form is. Now, we're going to actually do the multiplication here. So it says we got a equals x plus 5, and we have to square that. So we're going to have a squared equals x plus 5 squared. So I squared this side. That means I also got to square this side. All right. Now, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a box here. And my terms, x plus 5, that's 1. And then x plus 5 on the side over here. Now, here's something that you should always do when you have to multiply. you should make sure that you put the exponents on the variables and also the coefficients on the variables, because that'll kind of help you when you actually have to multiply them out. So what you see here. So let's go ahead and do this. 1 times 1 is 1. X to the first times x to the first is going to be x, and you just add the exponents. That's why I want you to put them there. So 1 plus 1 is 2, so this is going to be x squared. Now, same thing, 1 times positive 5 is going to be 5. And then since this one doesn't have an x term, this is just going to be x to the first. Same thing down here. It's going to be a positive 5 times 1. So that's going to be a positive 5. And then since this doesn't have an x term, this is just going to be x to the first power. And then we got a positive 5 times a positive 5. That's going to be a positive 25. Now, hopefully you see that everything on the outside, the terms on the outside get multiplied. And then once you get the boxes filled in, you're just going to take all of these boxes and add them all together and combine the like terms. And the like terms are here because they both have an x with the same variable. So let's kind of write that out. So a squared is 1x squared. 5 plus 5 would be 10 x to the first, and then we got plus 25. So a squared is equal to this. Now, we're just going to take this b part, and we're going to add that. So this is going to be plus b. This right here is the a squared. So we're just going to put plus x squared minus 18. Now, all we have to do is combine the like terms. That's not a very good squiggle. Yeah, we just combine the like terms, and then we'll be done. So let's do this. All right, we got a 1 squared here, and we got a 1 squared here. So 1 plus 1 is going to be 2x squared. We only have this 10x to the first, so that goes next. And then we got a positive 25 minus 18. So 25 minus 18 is going to be a positive 7. And that's our answer. Notice the highest exponent is a 2. That's the first. The next highest exponent is a 1. And the last number is the constant. That means it's in standard form. Now, so we're almost done. Now, this is something that I want to make sure that you understand. Anytime you have when you do all of this algebra and combining like terms and getting rid of parentheses by multiplying and then adding like terms, combining like terms, you should always check your work. And I'm going to show you how to do that. All you got to do is store a number. So let me show you how to do that. First thing you do, get your calculator. I'm going to store $1.25, and I'm going to put that into x. Bam. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to look, and I'm going to do this x a squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, what is it? It's going to be parentheses x plus 5 squared. And now I'm just going to add this b part, the x squared minus 18. So this is going to be plus x squared minus 18. And when I press enter, I get the output is $22 and about 62.5 cents. So that's what we got. So now, if our algebra is good, if we haven't made any mistakes, when we type in our final answer, this 2x squared plus 10x to the first power plus 7, we should get $22.62.5 cents. So let's see. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go 2x squared plus 10x plus 7. Now, if this is right, if the algebra that we did, the combining like terms, getting rid of parentheses is right, we should get the same output. And we do $22.62.5. And our final answer is also $22.62.5 when you store in $1.25 for the x's. So that's kind of our check to make sure that we haven't made a careless mistake. That's what you need to do. You need to be able to, if they give you a binomial and they ask you to square it, you should be able to use the boxes here and square it and then combine your like terms, right? And then in this case, they gave us another binomial, the x squared minus 18, and then I just added that and I came up with this. Okay, I hope this is clear. Hope this is helpful. If you're still confused, let me know. If you have any other questions, let me know. Just send me the numbers, send me the questions, and I'll try to answer them with a video if necessary. All right, I'm going to stop and post this.